Southern FM.
Right now, we have to break for the Southern FM National Radio News, and we'll be back after the news with our special guest from New Zealand, Chris, and Miles Loft, New Zealand, to hear more about the fantastic race and his pigeon racing history and tips after the Southern FM National Radio News. On the line for Pigeon Radio Australia, we have a special guest from New Zealand. He races in New Zealand under the name of Miles Loft, New Zealand. It's Chris Ipomiramo from New Zealand, who has recently been in a special race, but we'll ask him about that special race when he gets him on. Hello, Chris, how are you? And welcome to Pigeon Radio Australia.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening. Ivan and Joe.
Hello,
good
mate.
Afternoon. Yeah,
how you going?
Good, thanks.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's the way, my friend.
Now, just before we start, before we ask you questions about your famous bird there in New Zealand called Sniper, can you just tell us a little history about the race, the 1,200-kilometre race?
Oh, yes. So the Intercardial race is a yearly event. It's an annual event here in New Zealand. It's like a Barcelona race in Europe, but we have the Intercardial race 1,200 kilometers with sea crossing. So that's our long distance race that we always preparing, especially my team of pigeons. So that's my challenge every year.
That's good. Now, you always run this race around Christmas time, do you?
Yeah, normally we do it like on the first week of December or second week of December. Yeah, that's every year. Yeah, and this, it's a long range.
In the islands, right?
Actually, we never expect that bird to, because we got our own bet. Like, we got lots of teams.
Yeah.
We have our own bet. Like for me, I've got this bird. He's got this one, and we never expect this. The young one will be the first one to arrive. That's why it's like we call it Sniper, because he's sniped.
20, yeah. We're the same. We've got, and they're beautiful people, these Filipinos. And you know what? Hearing you talk, it just reminds me of them. They love their birds. They want to help. They want to make the sport bigger and better. Anything that they can do to help, they're always there. You don't have to ask them twice. You know what I mean? They're good, very,
nice.
very good.
Great to hear.
Yeah, believe me. So we need you to come to Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
All your family.
You guys sometime?
All your family. Come to
You'll have to come and visit us sometime.
Yeah. We'll do.
Yeah, that'd be good, because we've got a big Filipino community in our federation that races with us.
Yeah, that's it. We'll
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad to go there.
Yeah, it'll be good
With my
fun.
wife beside me.
Yeah, the wife, not the girlfriend, the wife.
Yeah, and we'll take you to we'll take you.
Will come out from that.
I'm only joking.
Anything there.
I'm only joking.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, and we'll take you around to visit some lofts around Melbourne and that. So yeah, quite welcome to come down. Yeah.
That's it. Maybe we can put a couple of eggs in your pocket, and when you go back,
One of the best of Australia.
You never know, mate. It's good.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a couple of things. So
Yes.
when you're feeding your birds preparing for the long distance, tell us about how you went, like with feeding and training. What did you do?
Okay. I prepared them 1 month before the basketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prepared them to toss, like tossing them like 20 to 30 Ks, and then every week I adjust them, and then that's the only. But early in the morning, and what else? feeding.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Here we go.
In my own opinion, sorry for that. I know it's only in my. I don't use peas in racing in my peas.
You
So
don't.
I
You don't
never
like
use any peas.
Yeah, that's
I only
good.
use peas in breeding and recovery.
Okay.
But preparation for racing, no, I don't use.
See, there you go. Same as. Did you do the same when you were in the Philippines? Did you use peas?
Long
Did you
time
use
ago,
peas?
yes.
Yeah.
It's always this in my system, in my preparation and management.
What do you think the peas do to the birds that are not good? Why don't you use it? What's your opinion? And you know what? It's good to have your own opinion.
It's like what do you call that? Like there is a chemical thing on that piece that's not good for them. Like I forgot the name. It's pectin, or I think it's pectin, something like that.
Yeah.
I already for a long time. I read that book and then I tried to practice it, not using it.
Okay.
And I also if I'm using a piece, I'm only feed them with the blue piece, not with the maple piece. So because blue piece is really, that's for me, that's the best piece in my own opinion.
Yeah.
Yes. And apart from that is, and also sugar is very important to them in preparing long distance.
You use a lot of corn.
All the high carbs.
Okay, so you've got more of a high carb mixture.
High carbs, yeah, and a little bit of fats, very little.
Okay.
Yes, and it's my own yes.
That's the way you do it. Okay. And how much do you feed them? Like, how much do you feed them, like, in a day? As much as they want, or just a little bit?
As much as they want.
When it comes to the long
I
distance.
don't deprive them.
Yeah. So when you come to the long distance, you just give them as much as they want.
Yes. And peanuts can help, but
Yes,
not
peanuts good.
overdo it.
Yeah, too much oil.
Yeah, too much oil. Yeah.
What about
Too heavy.
what about medication? Do you use a lot of medication?
I only use for the deworming, like moxidectin.
Yep.
And for the anti-canker,
Yes.
and for the respiratory. But I'm not a medication guy. I'm not. If they're okay, I'm not giving them. If they're only sick, that's the time I only give them a medical thing.
So you only treat them when necessary. Yeah.
Because for me, I think if they get sickness, it means there's a problem. So I don't normally I eliminate those birds that's really easily get to sick.
Yes.
So I don't breed them straight away, even though I don't care if they are good, if they have good pedigree or whatever. But I'm very, very, very careful on my breeding and selecting birds.
Okay.
Now we're going in the beach.
I mean, apart from this race that you had, what was one of the other memorable moments you had in pigeon racing? You know.
Wow, what a great question. My best one, my best memories that it's back when I was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That bird is I named her Tapas Girl. In English, is Escape Girl.
Escape.
And Escape Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I call that bird Escape Girl because she's the only one can escape in my trapdoor.
Are you kidding?
And then so I raced her to. There's a smash race at 400 kilometers.
Yeah.
And then she's the only bird on race time, only bird club out of all 10 clubs. Like maybe 5,000 to 10,000 pigeons, and that's my most memorable one.
So
That's a lot.
in those 10 clubs in the Philippines, how many members would be in those 10 clubs?
Oh my God, heaps, like heaps.
And you
pigeon requirements, head to Thomastown Produce and Pet Supplies.
So it's 2 islands, isn't it? So this 1,200
Yes.
kilometre race, how many
2 islands, yep.
how many waters do they have to cross before they get to Auckland?
So, in my research, the shortest is like 40 to 60 kilometers, the shortest route.
That's not bad.
But if they do to make it on the day or to make it on the second day from Invercargill race to Auckland, they take the left route, the west side, so it's more water, like 200 to 400 kilometers maybe if they don't, something like that.
Oh, real.
That's what they said. That's what the people said about the Invercargill on the day race. So it's just
So they're flying over. They're flying over a lot of water then.
Yes, especially on the South Island, there is a broken mountains there that really like small, and then there's a water and there's mountain again. Like in Picton, they are broken mountains.
Oh, okay.
Really, I thought before it's not a mountain.
Yeah.
But when I went there, I was shocked that wow.
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of water here.
Yeah, well, like I said, I got a friend of mine that he hunts pigs over there and deer, and there's plenty of big hilly countries, plenty. Talking about, do you guys have falcon problems over there?
Falcons, we have falcons, but not the very bad falcon like the fair peregrine one. We only have the New Zealand falcons. Yeah, and I don't know, forgot the other one.
They got
It's okay.
You've got native falcons to New Zealand, correct?
Yes, you're right.
There's no peregrine falcons.
They don't attack the birds.
No, let's go to New Zealand, George.
That is unreal.
Yeah, they call it New Zealand falcon. So
you got in the loft at the start of the season?
So I only raise like 20, maximum of 30 birds a year. 29 or 30 this year.
30 birds.
But
That's
before
total.
that, like back in 2020, I only raised 15 birds.
And you've got the...
And I clocked a bird, three day birds from Invercargill back 2020.
That is unreal.
Now, and most of the members, do they have small teams or do they raise big teams, or how does it work over there?
Big teams. They have big teams. Big teams, man.
Are they mob flies, are they?
60,
60, that's
80.
what would you do? You're going to...
I'm one of the least that sending birds to race.
You're going to have a big shock when you come to Australia, when you go to some lofts that we'll take you to and they race like 300 pigeons a year.
200,
Whoa.
150, 200, 300.
Really?
There's there's some that race even 400.
They have a mansion. They have a mansion loft, eh?
It's just, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. When you said 60,
60 in Australia is a small team.
Very
team.
small.
Oh,
Very small.
How about me?
Very
15,
small. 30 pigeons.
Now, listen, out of those 30 pigeons that you start the season, how many would you have at the end of the season?
Normally, back 2020, I started 15, and I ended up 4. I have 3 day birds and 1 second day bird on Invercargill.
And you raced every race?
Yes, yes. On that back 2020.
I think we've got to move to New Zealand, Joe.
So when you send your birds, you send them you send all of them, or do you just send a couple each week?
Sometimes I send them all.
Depends on the weather.
If the birds a little bit need to be covered well first, I prepare them. I leave it with the 1 week and then go to the next after.
Yeah.
So I rest them a week and then all together on the next time. Yeah.
Okay. Geez, Sonny, that's unreal. That's good. And you race a full season, 30 birds, Ivan. That is unreal.
Well, he had one season, he only had 15 to start with.
15, mate. 15. Jeez.
15. I started back 2020. I started 15, and then I have a 3 day birds on Invercargill on the day.
That's good.
And 1 second day. That's my best. I think that's my best year, back 2020.
That's unbelievable. That's very
And
good.
the velocity of my 3 birds is 1,602,
Jeez.
1,599, and 1,534.
From 1,200 kilometres.
That's
That's pretty good.
That's I was going to say. So, so you don't medicate. You only medicate when necessary. You said, yeah. You're not a big medicator.
No.
That's unreal.
No,
Do you have any vets over there that check the birds for you? Or?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, we have vets here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but in a year, it's very seldom to have a bird sick. So the birds here is okay. It's not easy to get sick. That's what I noticed.
Okay, so that's
they're really mostly the birds here are really healthy. Not only me, even in the other co-members.
okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to vaccinate your pigeons over there or not?
No, we don't need to vaccinate pigeons here.
For paramyxo or rota,
No, we don't have
paramyxo virus.
paramyxo here.
Wow,
Still.
Jeez, you're very lucky, you know that.
very lucky.
Yeah. Really lucky. Yeah.
Our poor birds. Our poor
That's
birds
why
get
they
jabbed.
don't let birds in from
Yeah.
nowhere.
That's smart.
See?
That's smart. That's why they're very strict. Yeah,
That's why.
very strict, not letting pigeons in. See, that's not a bad move. So, do you use natural products like garlic, honey, apple cider vinegar, things like that?
Actually, yes, the barley. Yeah, I use a barley. A barley, what do you call it? The barley grass capsule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I use that. Yeah, and some multivitamins. But
Okay.
I'm not onto those supplements much on that
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
You're tuned to the only devoted racing pigeon radio show in the world, and that's Pigeon Radio Australia. And we're back from the Southern FM National Radio News, and we have on the line from New Zealand, Chris Ipomiramo, and I was just asking him about a fancier in the Philippines that we had on the radio, Jimmy Lim. Have you heard of Jimmy Lim, Chris?
Jimmy Lim. Yeah. He's a well-known fancier there.
Yeah, well, I had him on the radio, and you know what? I collapsed when I talked to him because I said to him, how many members you got in the Philippines pigeon racing? And he said to me, about 1 million.
Yeah, agreed. All over
million?
the Philippines, yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
1 million.
Yeah, so after that that bird won that it's a history bird for me. Only bird in race time that time back in 2008. And after that, because my wife, she's already here in New Zealand that time.
Okay.
And she said, okay, come over now. I was like, huh? after I won this race,
Yeah.
you needed me to go there without pigeons.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's
That
the
was
thing
hard.
happened.
That was hard. That would have been very hard.
Yeah, really hard. And then that's the time after. And then when I arrived here in New Zealand, straight away I look for pigeons, and that's the start.
Oh, you said to your wife, make
And
sure the house
also,
got a big backyard.
Yeah, my second memorable one is that back 2020.
Yeah.
That the three daybirds up in Cargill.
Yeah.
Really memorable to me. I was like, I was really shocked, and I don't believe it until like already a month. Still unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Until now. Really.
See what the little birds do. They just give you so much happiness and good memories, don't they? The pigeons.
Oh my, yeah. That's the one who give you the drive and inspiration. Those kind of memories.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I really. I don't know. I'm a very passionate person, so I just love the distance.
And that's why, that's exactly right. That's why Ivan and I and Tony will always say, anyone that needs help, let us know and we'll help them. You need to help people because as soon as they do good, they'll stay in the sport longer.
So when you come to the club in New Zealand, how were the people? How did you get accepted by the club, and how friendly are they over there?
They're really, really very nice to people. They're open to people that loves pigeons, you know. they're really very helpful. They giving you some birds for a start. You know, they're really really nice people. They're really they welcome guys.
That's
and
good.
from any guys, nationality, open, no worries.
That's how it should be.
Yep.
Has to be like that everywhere, not just New Zealand, everywhere.
Yeah, right? Everywhere. Yeah, true.
Because, you know, it's a sport where young people are not getting into it. You know what I mean? And we need to get young people into it. You know?
Yes.
So
we're very lucky now that we have mostly young people, younger than me, maybe around 20 to 30 members now since last year that are going to start this year. So it's really, really, really good for our sport and for the family, you know.
That's very good. That's excellent.
Very good.
Yeah.
We're
trying to inspire them.
You know what? Still, I'm thinking what Chris said. You can go there, you can race 30 pigeons, and you can race a full season and have fun.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what? I think the problem is here, because we're vaccinating so much the birds. I think they're internally cooked, yeah?
Maybe.
Well, you can. I mean, look, we all lose pigeons. It doesn't matter what track you're on. Everyone, drops a bird here and there. You know what I mean? You lose a bird here, you lose a bird there. But these guys are having good returns, good racing, less birds. So how good is that?
We have to go to New Zealand.
Come on, let's go to New Zealand. That's it. You got your other half of the family here, the Filipinos. They'll have you here, mate.
Please say hi to them.
Hey, do you want to say hello to your Filipino mates over here?
Yeah.
Say something in Filipino to your
Filipinos. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi mga fanciers, kalapatids. So, ako po si Miles Loft of New Zealand. All the best po sa inyo and galingan nyo sa race dyan sa Melbourne, sa Australia, sa buong Australia. Kamusta po kayo dyan lahat? Galingan nyo. Tayo natin ang banderang Pilipino.